There we go. Maybe that's a little better. Woo! Don't tip the chair over. Let's see if I can't build this up a little bit. Fish and Triggers. How we doing, buddy? I would say long time no see, but it really ain't been that long. Austin, how we doing? So we got Austin, Alan, Blakely's, Gary, Wyatt, Mark. Yeah, it was a great time. Ruger. Yeah, I know, right? I knew that was going to be brought up. Hey, Jim, how we doing, buddy? That was a long ride home, bud. That's a long ride home. Yeah, Blakely's, it was awesome. Dan, Greg, it was nice to meet you, buddy. That was a really good time. Raised Outdoors Alaska, G Trapper, how we doing, fellas? Gonna let my wife watch her Hallmark in peace, I think. Dale, how we doing, man? Lori, Jesse. I'm assuming that Charlie's your little girl, I believe, if I'm correct. I guess I never quite summed that up at the convention, but Heartland, Steven, Mark, wow, a lot of people in here real quick. I like that. I'll tell you what, guys, I love doing that demo. I realized something. Thanks, Ruger. Yeah, Fish and Triggers, I ran into Coon Creek too. Got to meet him and Bill Duke for the first time in person, so that's pretty cool. Oh, Trapper Bob, yeah, thank you. I gave away about a dozen traps. As soon as I got there on Thursday, well, as soon as they opened the convention, I bought a dozen dog proofs from Funky's, and Justin Steens made me some rebar stakes, and I just saw a kid that looked like he was interested in trapping, I just gave them to him. So gave away about a dozen of them, not as many as I thought I would, but you know, I brought 4 to that demo to give to people, and I gave 1 to that little boy, and then 3 other kids came up to me after, and I gave the rest away. So Next Gen, how we doing, buddy? That's what I thought, Jesse. I'll tell you what, that little girl of yours, she schooled me. Like, sitting there explaining the process of lure making, and I just, wow, like, that is amazing. She's definitely definitely got it in her blood, that's for sure. Austin, how we doing? But I did realize something with the 2 demos I did this weekend, guys. The first one was doing my adult demo is actually a lot easier than doing the kids demo. For the main reason, the kids demo, you've got 7-8-year-olds, I mean, at all ages actually, of kids that never seen a dog proof before. They have no idea how to use it, what they're doing, anything. So then I got to show, you know, exactly the features of a dog proof, how it works. But you've also got like some older kids that maybe caught 25, 30 coon last year with dog proofs, and they're looking for a little bit better of an edge. Like, what else can I do to do better? So try not to bore those kids by doing the bare basics of how they operate, and trying to cover things that the older kids can improve on, but not have the young ones like, what is he talking about? So that's tough. That was pretty tough. Ken, how we doing? Dan, Talented Outdoors. Mark Larson's in the house. Talented Outdoors, thank you. I was pretty nervous about it, but I've had a lot of positive comments on my demo. I wish I could have got it all on here for you guys, but I just couldn't. So what happened was I forgot my cat food bait, and Veronica Steens I was fortunate enough to have her volunteer to help film it. Well, I sent her into the booth to go grab the cat food, which wasn't even in there. So she had to stop filming, and she was gone about 15 minutes of it, so we didn't get the whole thing on there. But the back half was pretty good. The back 2/3, I should say. So Kansas Outdoorsman. Yeah, Ruger, exactly. It's very different levels. Thanks, Fishing Triggers. I appreciate it, buddy. I didn't realize how young you were, man. That's cool. Well, you definitely got the outdoor itch. Iron Trail, thank you. That means a lot, buddy. Hey, Jay's in the house. How we doing, buddy? I know the first thing he's going to bring up, too. Stand corrected. Thanks, Raised Outdoors. Appreciate it, bud. What are you chasing, Jay? You got some nuisance jobs, do you? Charles, it was down a little bit, but not terrible. I mean, there's a good turnout. I know Thursday we had 1,000 through the gate on Thursday. I don't know about the other days. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate it, buddy. It was definitely a long week, but it was a blast. I knew it was coming, Jay. I knew it was coming. Oh, there you go. There you go, Kansas. Absolutely. Oh, they did pass that down there, Jay? Really? I'm assuming just for nuisance stuff then. I mean, that's about the only thing I'd work on, but I knew they were doing something down there, but I wasn't sure what it was exactly. Thanks, Charles. It was fun. I was really, really nervous for it, but once I got going, it was perfectly fine. It didn't bother me the slightest bit. No. Just start talking trapping. Yeah, I was wondering if that was, Jay, just kind of get those nest robbers removed. So is there any type of limits on it, or it just starts in August and runs all the way through regular season, or what? Yeah, Fishing Triggers. It's fun to meet you too, buddy. Definitely I miss that youth and that energy level that you brought to it. It was definitely refreshing. I mean, you're running around. I mean, all the stuff you do, all the outdoor activities. It's pretty cool, buddy. Hey, Chad's in here. How we doing, bud? Thought you told me it's past your bedtime. August to October 15th. So when's the actual season start then? Because I thought your actual season started. When the hell was it? Okay. Yeah, I thought your season started after mine, Jay. Chad. By the way, I got that driver for you here. I think, or Justin Steens has it. I'm not sure. When we got unloaded this morning at like midnight, it's kind of a throw your stuff out of the truck, and if there's anything left, I'll bring it to you later type thing. So November 15th. Hey, A&C, what's up, buddy? I'll tell you what, guys. You've never been to a NTA convention, you really need to. I hope you guys saw the demo area. That they knocked that out of the park. That was phenomenal. Phenomenal. They extended land trapping till end of February. Wow. Headed work in an hour and a half. Man, I hated working nights. I'll take that back. I actually loved working nights until I got a family. Then I hated working nights. Oh, yeah, Dan, yours will be. Wyatt, it's not my skinning system at all. It's Justin Steen's. He's got a Facebook page, A&J Skinners. That's not my deal at all. I just mooched basically part of a booth off him is all I did. No, well, that's totally up to you, Chad. Yeah, if you want to bring him down, that'd be great. Otherwise, I just figured I'd get him from you when you headed down. I met you in Washington. Iron Trail trap line. I don't do a lot of water trapping. I really don't. When you're talking about setting a river crossing, I don't know much about river crossings. Setting the banks of the river as they're going down the sides. What are you targeting, and specify a little bit more, bud. You sold those 16 traps for $70 and 3 baits. Hey, fishing triggers, that's good. You know, I didn't think you're going to quite get a dozen 550s out of the deal, but I'm glad you made some money, bud. Oh, hell, Jay's going to hit it hard then. Jay's going to hit it hard. Going to have all trapping season off. Man. Coon Creek said he might come up here sometime this November and run with me for a couple days. Would be pretty cool too. Should get both of you here at the same time. That'd be a hoot. Austin, if you email me Iowa Trapper the number 2 at Gmail, I can get with you, bud. Oh, yeah. You should have stopped me real quick, bud. We headed out there about noon. I was supposed to work today, but we'll just say that just didn't happen. Set some dog proofs tomorrow. That's one thing I'd worry about. It's being so hot. You'd have to put them in the shade. Otherwise, I'd be kind of nervous. Austin, it's a much needed Pepsi after the week we've had. Granted, I've had my fair share of drinking this weekend. Thrill to Gill, how we doing, bud? We're doing my rum and Pepsi that I am kind of notorious for, I guess. I actually walked to my hotel room the first night at the NTA. Had a few drinks, nothing bad, but enough that I probably better watch what I was doing, and they had sheriffs everywhere at the campgrounds. So I walked my fat rear end about 1.5 miles through some sketchy part of town to my hotel. That'd be interesting. But it wasn't so bad till the next day. I realized I got to walk 1.5 miles back. That was frustrating. But oh yeah, Matt, our pelts will be blue here for a long time yet. Oh, iron trails. Okay, exactly. Yeah, I'm pretty much a dry land raccoon trapper. That's pretty much what I focus on. I don't have a whole lot of what I'd call good water systems set on. There's plenty of water systems, but not good. If I'm focusing on water, though, my 2 sets would be the pocket set and the blind set, probably followed closely by a fish stick. I haven't heard anything, Logan. Thanks, Eric. I appreciate it, buddy. It was pretty nerve-wracking at first, but we made it through it. Fishing triggers, it might. What kind is it? What trap did you end up getting? A 550? Wouldn't be too hard to actually just bend that ear back with a big pair of pliers or something if you can. Mr. Somebody, how we doing? You're good, fishing trigger. Jeep fam, how we doing? Ain't seen you much, bud. Thrill of the Gill loves Jay and Flair. Absolutely, buddy. Oh, BJ, shut the... don't start that crap. Better start cleaning some more because we're going to have a lot more coming pretty quick, bud. Ruger, I think I opened a lot of eyes with that 220 set. It did seem like there's a lot of people carrying around muskrat stretchers at the end of that, so Hopefully. Wyatt, that's frustrating. Yeah, that's tough, buddy. But I think I did ruffle definitely some feathers in the trapping world as far as like bait makers by telling them that to use cat food in dog proofs. You know, that it wasn't some special bait or special concoction that you could only get from mixing special ingredients or buying from a certain bait maker. And I definitely think there's some people that might not be upset about it, but definitely don't like that I did that. But it is what it is. Yeah, well, I did hear in Ohio, if the bottom of the trap is underwater for 220s, natural water, you can use conibears, I believe, is what they told me, wasn't it? Been busy working on things. I get it, buddy. Thrill the Gill, I'm doing great tonight. I even got tomorrow off. It's going to be good. Large variety catches in them. Switching from a road line to a river line. That would be awesome. So I guess Iron Trail, your question was kind of like if I was floating down a river, what sets would I use? I'd still stick with those main sets. Especially unless you can get like some feeder cricks or something. One thing that I'd really like to do is if you get some good feeder cricks with kind of a narrow channel, throwing some conibears in there, as you're gonna have beaver and muskrat swimming up those crick systems. I think that'd be awesome. Good deal, Dan. Good deal. Yeah, Blakely's exactly. Oh, I wouldn't worry about too much fishing triggers as long as it doesn't create a wobble for you. You should be fine. Yeah, BJ. Oh shoot, I can't tomorrow. Maybe next Monday I'll swing over. I don't know what I have going on yet, and it's too late for me to sign up to work it. So, um, either way, I'll get over there, buddy. We'll get something figured out. Oh yeah, Jim. Yeah, I think you texted me too that you got the shirts and everything up there already. That was quick. I figured it'd take a long time for shirts to get to Alaska. Oh, Wyatt. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you that muskrat stretch. You'll still work on them. I know even like a number 4 coon stretcher will work on 330 conibears the same way. Hey, thanks, Thrill. I appreciate that, buddy. It's definitely this channel's definitely growing a lot more than I ever thought it would. Oh yeah, Dan, and that's what I was telling everyone. Like at the convention, there's one guy selling muskrat stretchers 50 cents a piece. What's the average stabilizer or H stand right now? Probably $3 a piece at least. Oh, BJ. Yeah. Well, I figured she's the one that works in that damn house. You just kind of sit around and drink beer in the garage. I seen all those snaps you send me. Yeah. Oh, here working. Yeah. Basically, you're just sitting there not doing a damn thing. Your wife's a saint for putting up with you. Meanwhile, BJ's getting smacked upside the head right now. Oh, talented. Yeah, that's tough. We're pretty fortunate here in Iowa for the laws we got. Iron Trail, it'll drop off fast after the first few days, but I'm shooting for probably 400 the first week, so close to 50, something like that. This year I'm hoping for 100 the first day, but if I don't make additional sets, you can figure you're going to catch almost half of what you did the day before, or 2/3, somewhere in that number. All right, fishing triggers. Nice meeting you, young man, and you get some sleep, buddy. Good luck tomorrow. Heartland, I'm not sure. I know just through talking to a few people, there's 3 or 4 small vendors that said they had their best NTA sale ever. But as far as the bigger ones like Funky's, Cumberland's, F&T, things like that, I have not heard. Why? Not really. Um, I do know one gentleman. He came up with a solid driver. It's like a one-piece driver for um, some kind of earth anchors. I can't think of what it was, but it was that was there. But there really wasn't a whole lot of new stuff that I saw. Austin, I had 134 was my biggest day. Wow, Blakely's that's tough. I don't think I did, Jimmy. I think I sent him off before I had the chance to get you a decal. There you go, Blakely's. I don't know if I call it the demo master, but I've heard people liked it and they learned something, so that's all that matters. No Iron Trails, I will not be. The only one I got left this year is the Iowa one. About 2.5 hours away, and then I'm done for the year. Yep, that's what it was, Blakely's. The Wolf Fangs and the Super Steaks. Picked one of them up for one of my buddies. Other than that, not much. I did get stuff. If I do my trapping adventure that I really want to do this year, which might not happen this year, I did buy some stuff for it, which means I'd be pretty much 100% prepared if I do it, but still a lot between now and then. Frank, how we doing? Man, we got a lot of people in here tonight. Everyone say hi to Big Cheese. Where's Big Cheese? Ben, I do hunting and trapping. Sorry, I just seen your comment there. I don't hunt as much as I used to. Trapping's kind of taken over in a way, but I do deer hunt, duck hunt. I'd like to do a little more turkey hunting. I've missed it the last couple of years. Like to get into dove hunting and a few other things. Try and make the Illinois convention. I'm not sure when that one was, Mark. Hammer Products makes a great driver. Ben, I don't even really use a hammer for anything. Internet vet. Easy, buddy. Easy. You don't have to do that, man. Hey, thanks, Frank. I wish I got the whole thing online. Unfortunately, there's a technical issue on my end. But yeah, the 40 minutes of it I thought was really good. And I feel like there's some really good questions asked. And that's what I loved more than anything was people were asking questions. And I'm like, oh, duh. I should have mentioned that. I should have talked about that. And that's why I like it helps me learn and improve and do better for the Iowa one when I do a demo in a few weeks. October 7th. I'll be so far into trap prep, Mark. I probably won't have time for that one anyway, buddy. Otherwise, I would. Dennis, thank you. I appreciate it, man. That's awesome to hear. I love hearing the positive comments. That makes me feel good about it. Is Dale going to the Illinois then? I haven't actually come out and said it, Wyatt, if I'm able to. A lot of things have to happen for it to work out right. And I don't want to get my hopes up in case it doesn't. Frank, were you in the stands then, buddy? No, Ruger, get off that. What's a couple of the best questions I got asked? One of them was like, do you cover up your dog proof if it's going to rain? Never even thought about talking about this, but generally I don't. I let that cat food on top that's mounted, it'll swell up and almost seal the container. Then I can just flick it out. If I am worried about it at all, like a substantial rain, I'll put a leaf over it maybe. Just little things like that, very subtle things. Montana, how we doing, buddy? Ben, it is in Washington, Iowa, in about 6 weeks from now. Oh, cool, Dale. Good deal. Yes, Iron Trail. I believe Wisconsin is the same time as Iowa. It's either Wisconsin or Minnesota. No, we just talked about the Minnesota. I think it's the Wisconsin one. Hey, thanks, Thrill. I appreciate you stopping in, buddy. Yeah, Montana, it's hot here too. And going to be hotter this week. Just terrible. Austin, I've caught several mice, ground squirrels, rats, big old field rats, uh, things like that. Yeah, it's not that uncommon. Steven, yeah, the actual guy that was doing the filming of me for the NTA, that man was amazing. He talked me through at the beginning what's going to happen, how it's going to play out. Uh, you know, he even had a clock set up there on the inside for me, so I could see where I was sitting. Took some awesome footage. I actually requested to get a copy of my demo from them if I could. So, oh, cool, Billingsley. I didn't know you were going down there too. Yeah, Ben, I get it. I've tried golf balls, but it just wasn't my thing. Jim, not much at all, buddy. Not much at all. Yeah, Dan Larson. I've no, that's why a lot of people go up there. Internet vet. Actually, yeah, I did sign a few things. Got quite a few picture taken. It's kind of, I don't say it was awkward, but it's like, man, you guys need better role models in your life. Dennis, not here in Iowa. You'd have to ship it out of state. Iron Trail, yeah, you should. You should. It's a pretty good turnout here in Iowa normally. Yeah, a lot of people use golf balls, and there's nothing wrong with that. My trap's just too full of food to use golf balls, and I personally just don't want to chase them down or have to worry about tying them up to stuff. But just my personal preference. Yeah, Dale, I think you're right before me or after me, if I remember right. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not sure, Wyatt. A lot of people love the 160s. I do know that. 155, I don't know if there'd be a whole lot of difference with that one. But from a 155 to a 220, I mean, it's noticeably different probably, but not. I think it'd still probably catch, especially if guys love the 160s. Ruger, less is better. For what? For bait? No. Ben, no, I have not. Uh, well, consistently, yeah, just cat food. That's all I'm using my dog proofs. Yeah, Dan, I never had an issue with that really, but well, maybe I did because I'd always lose them. So maybe one took that first and I caught it one after that. Oh, cool, Dale. Oh, wow. Billingsley, that sucks, bud. Oh, Ruger, yeah. The less gimmicks and the less tools and supplies you use, the more efficient you'll be, in my opinion. Vet, I got your sizes right, didn't I? There's one guy I sent stuff to. His sizes were way off, and I worry that I sent the wrong package to the wrong person. So, just making sure your stuff's all correct. Ben, it's going to be in southeast Iowa. Wyatt, how'd I start trapping? Pretty long story, but let's just say I saw somebody that caught some raccoons, and I'd never seen one when I was 12 years old, and it just kind of stuck in my head. And all that summer, that's all I thought about was trapping. And I didn't have really a role model or someone teach me. I do remember when we were talking about this convention, though, I ordered some trapping VHS tapes I found online, like trapping for beginners. There's a set of 4 of them: raccoon, beaver, mink, and I'm not sure what the other one was. Maybe muskrats, but they're all water, I think. And it's $20 to ship all 4 of them. Uh, and I learned a lot and just kind of grew from that. And then as I got older, I started learning about the internet became bigger. Yeah, I was around before that, and started talking to people and going to conventions. And then I just kind of blossomed from there, I guess you could say. Good, vet. Good deal. Oh, Craig, thank you. I appreciate that. I swear by that muskrat stretcher, guys. Uh, you know, it is so effective. Craig, if you do have success with that this year, please tell me. I want to know your honest opinion on it. I've had so many people say they love it. I have had one person tell me they hated it. So I'm kind of curious on how it works all across the state and the country. Iron Trails, no. My traps will be in the ground 2 weeks before our season starts because that's when we can legally pre-bait. When will my next whitebacks be done? Oh, the skunks. It's gonna be a little while yet, bud. They haven't even. Oh, they're probably not even started on them yet. So, but it's gonna be a little while. That's why I asked when your wife emailed me if you wanted one of these because it might be close to trapping season when I get them. Thanks, Logan. Oh, cool, Jimmy. I'm looking forward to that salmon. My best friend in Alaska's up there. He caught a bunch of salmon, and I've never had fresh salmon from the right from the ocean. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Iron Trail. I Yes and no for me. Trapper Man was one of the first sites that I reached out on, and I did learn a lot. I learned a lot from that site. However, my first time I ever tried talking to an individual about trapping was on that site through a PM, and I got ripped to shreds. I was a kid that'll never amount to anything, and I'm not going to tell you anything, and it's pointless for you to even try to do anything, and it really discouraged me. I almost quit altogether, but luckily for me, I didn't. Yee yee fishing, how we doing? 5x5, talented outdoors. Yeah, that's tough, man. Wyatt wants to know why you preset traps. I'm assuming that's for somebody else, buddy, because I do not preset my traps, man. Oh yeah, Mark, absolutely. Um, Ben up and his team up at Sleepy Creek, they do awesome work. Uh, definitely know what they're doing. Jim, where is Gus? Gus is currently got sent somewhere to get his rabies shots. So we got his pen all set up though over here in the corner. Dan, you hit the nail on the head there. Me and that individual he has done everything he can to rip me to pieces. As of lately, in the last year or so, he's at least treated me with respect, I guess. But um, still, yeah, I won't go into it. I wish him the luck. I wish him all the best luck in the world with whatever he does. Oh, Bill, yeah, you might be right. Why do I pre-stake? Speeds up everything. Dale can attest to this. If I go put traps in the ground, if I'm putting traps in the ground on trapping like opening day, I could probably get 100, 150 sets in pretty easily. But if I take all my traps and put them out beforehand, that first day, just setting them, I can go through and set 300 in a day pretty easily. Uh, so it speeds up the whole process. Chad, how we doing? Austin, what is Gus? Gus is our pet skunk that we have adopted. Chris, not much, man. Not much. It's pretty rough right now. But how'd I know you're gonna do this? I told you not to worry about this, buddy. Filling out some forms for tomorrow. How we doing, Scab? Good to have you in here, buddy. No, it's not a dog either, Ben. So. Oh yeah, Iron Trails. Exactly. Ruger, no, nothing like that. But it was fun. It was a real honor to be asked to do that demo for sure. And I got to meet Fish and Triggers, who was on here. I didn't realize how young he was. I think he said he's 14. Just kids just wound for sound. I mean, he's so pumped about trapping in the outdoors. I met Charlie, a young lady who is making her own lures and just schooled me on how to make lures and how you got to mix things in the right amounts and everything else, and how a base has to be just right. And it's just like, I mean, this young lady could go places. That's pretty amazing. Saltwater Charters, how we doing? Thrill of the Gill. I'm definitely a raccoon trapper for sure, but if I could just target skunks, man, that's exactly what I'd want. Oh yeah, I'll take a while to get used to it, Blakely's. For sure. I met several people that follow me. Several people that said, "Hey, they don't want to say anything on here, but they love to watch and listen." If you're on here now, guys, I encourage you, say something, speak your name. I'd love to hear some comments from you guys. Matter of fact, one of them bought me a tail zipper because he said, "I've never seen you skin with a tail zipper, so I bought you one." Well, he didn't tell me that. He just dropped it off and bought a shirt. So uh, it's pretty awesome. I had people gave me Reese's, and they said they looked like I needed it. It was just like, well, I can't even be upset about that. Small, no salt. Big cheese, how we doing? Yeah, Dan, I'm sure, but I was troubled because I don't want to miss the coon either. There you go, Talented Outdoors. If it works for you, stick with it, man, no matter what it is. It doesn't have to be, there's no right or wrong thing when it comes to that stuff. It's just pick something that works for you and stick with it. Ben, we have a teal season late September, I think. And then our regular duck season opens 1st of October, give or take in there. Yee fishing, yes sir. I actually got a whole river series where I tried to trap muskrats out of a boat, and I've never trapped out of a boat, hardly ever even been in a boat. So let's just say it was an adventure, but I had a pretty fun series for that. I think I ended up catching around 50 salmon in 3/4 of a mile over 4 checks, I think. So it was a good time. I learned a lot. Wyatt, so a double jaw, all that is so you've got the two sides come together and clamp, right? Well, now you've got a second layer on them, so you've got double the area of holding. It'd be kind of like if I came up and held your wrist like this side by side. I'm gonna really struggle to hold. Well, not struggle to hold it, but it's gonna be harder to do that versus if I did this. I've got more surface area on you. Generally, they'll cause less damage if you do have any issues with that. They're really, really good trap, in my opinion. The pros of skunk trapping. Skunks are very valuable, Chris. I can sell the fat, the skull, the fur, the essence pods, the carcass. There is a lot of money in skunks. I could probably, between me and the guy that I'm working with here, I would say I could probably, no joke, clear $50 a skunk pretty easily once I part them out. And that number, if depends on how far we push it, might even be able to push $70. But it's a lot of work. Yee, is there anyone here from Mississippi? Thanks, Vet. I thought it was pretty good. It was definitely something to learn. That's right, Thrill the Gill. I dispatch all my skunks with a 177 air rifle right in the chest cavity. Works really well. Very rarely do they spray. Oh, cool, Chad. You got your second cat. That's awesome. Ben, I actually got them all hooked up, just waiting to go fishing. But I definitely will. Yeah, Blakely's, yeah, help prevent chewing too. Hey, there's Justin right there. Heck, he sold out of all his roller bases at the NTA the very, very first day we were there. Talents outdoors, I do a little bit, but it's definitely not my strong point. But we're gonna be doing a little bit more this year, I think. Saltwater charters, I'm gonna have to check that out. Andrew, yes, I do sell Iowa Trapper T-shirts. I don't do it on here. I'm not smart enough to figure out how to run all this. But if you send me an email at Iowa Trapper, the number 2 at Gmail, I can definitely talk to you about what you want, bud. I actually finally got Venmo the other day. I'm finally advanced enough to figure out that. So props to me for learning that. And that's the thing, Thrill, Gil. Another thing I'm going to be doing is hopefully start making some kind of Iowa Trapper brand garment soon. Skunk hats, coyote hats, maybe a muskrat headband. Who knows where I'm going to take it, but anyway, I can nickel and dime myself to a fair profit with this. Would be awesome. Kalyn. All right, speaking of skinning, my skinner's in here right now. Kalyn Jackson, the guy that basically saves my ass every year and works his ass off to skin fur for me. So I think he's too dumb to know when to quit, and but I'm very, very gracious for him because it's tough. It's tough to make money with this. I pay him the best I can, but he's not making a whole lot of money either. So if we could get coon be up there around $15-20 average for finish, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Wyatt, I just talked to a guy at the convention. I'm going to be moving mine for $20 an ounce next year once all I can get. So Dan's in Mississippi. Exactly, Dennis. Make otter speedos. For me, it'd probably just a field rat would be suffice. Oh, that'd be awesome, Jess. That'd be amazing. Yeah, we miss you guys too. Hopefully, we can see you guys here before too long. It's been a while since our families got together. Too stupid to quit's a good way to put it. Yeah, but stay that stupid, please, because I need you still. It's fun. I mean, Kalyn definitely knows how to work his ass off for me. There's no one else that I would trust skinning my furs because, I mean, the amount of hours he puts into my shop, and he's overworked and underpaid, and I feel bad for him. Bill, how we doing? Just so you know, the Kids Cave was a great success again this year. I haven't heard numbers on how many kids got traps, but it was awesome. So, Brian, okay, if you're in here, put in your email so Brian can get a hold of you about a skinning machine, please. I don't have your email right now handy, but definitely reach out. Yeah, okay, wow, he did. We're good. Woo, perfect. Wow, I'm behind on the chat, guys. Sorry. How do I store the essence prior to selling? Mark, what I do is since I don't drink coffee, I'll still buy coffee and pour half of it into a 1-gallon bag. And then I'll put my 4-ounce full essence jars in the coffee in the bucket or in the bag, seal them up, and throw them in the freezer. That's kind of how I do it. Chad, I think they will improve. I don't know about next year by any chance, but I believe fur will improve eventually. Do I think we're going to hit, raccoon prices be $30 average for finished again? No. But I think we're going to see numbers come up eventually. I could be wrong, though. Weasel thong? Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, Kalyn, you definitely saved my rear. I'm so glad you're able to do it this year. Squirrely, how we doing? Yeah, Chris, it's something like that. Um, you got to keep looking forward. As soon as you start looking behind you, you're going to be in trouble. Oh, Ruger, yeah, you cannot beat a Casey's Pizza. Oh, Frank, yeah, we're gonna do it, buddy. We're gonna represent. I appreciate it, Bill. Um, a few of you don't know this, but when I started doing that kids cave activity with funky trap tags, it was because of Bill, who gave a very generous donation um, to funky trap tags for me to give traps to kids. A very generous donation. And after me and Alan talked about it, we decided, let's do this a yearly thing. Let's do everything we can to promote trapping. And honestly, Bill, it's because of you where I realized really the importance of doing such things. And that's kind of why I've become so involved with things. It really opened my eyes to how we really need to get the youth involved. I always knew about it, but like even at this NTA convention, the average age was probably mid 50s. Uh, and I'm hoping we can change that, get it down to about my age as the average age of a trapper. Squirrely is a good. It was a long trip. It was a very long trip, but it was worth it. It was fun. Yeah, man, that's what I'll wear on the calendar. Yee yee fishing, heck, you're right there close to Dan. There you go, Talented Outdoors. There you go. You got a bait that works for you. That's awesome, man. Who's from Alabama? We got some couple in here that have been from Alabama before. I appreciate it, Iron Trails. Um, it's just something, and I'm really starting to see everybody else understand the importance of it as well, of getting this youth involved. And there's Ottercat, so this place went to shit real quick. It was an honor to meet him and his wife. I got to meet Ottercat and Greg Riley, Fishing Triggers. The list goes on. There's so many people I got to meet at the NTA just from YouTube, and it was amazing. I got to spend a few minutes with Coon Creek and Bill Duke. That was awesome. That was great. Jim, no. What I'll do is I'll come up to see you. I'm gonna take a week vacation, drive to Alaska, say hi, and then turn around and come back. Austin's from Missouri. Do I think I'm assuming NTA youth program is a good program? Why, it is awesome. The Kids Cave, they were busy all weekend. They did some amazing things. Also, the like the Iowa Trapper Association, they're putting on a kids program this year, which is just absolutely awesome. Yeah, Justin Steens. We took a right, took a right, took a right. Where I come from, you're fixing to make a circle. I'll never forget that, Ottercat. There's something about that southern accent that I really wish I could have drank with you and your wife. That'd been awesome. Took control. You're probably right, Jim. You're probably right. Ruger, he didn't have to babysit. He did have to come pick me up once, but that's besides the point. So I am so happy to see that so many states are trying to build, trying to promote trapping, not just hold trapping, convention and such. Uh, I did just learn that the Iowa convention is changing their name from the trapping convention to like a trapping and outdoor convention. So we can get hunters and fishermen. I'm assuming, don't quote me on that, but just other people in the same kind of genre as us, all together in one group, and I think that would be just amazing. Yeah, I did, Justin, for sure. Bill, no, I appreciate you, sir. Your donation is really not just the donation itself, but just the idea of what you told us. It's blossoming into something really, really amazing. And I'm very thankful for that, sir. I appreciate it. Dan, trying to find a otter lure. That's not my expertise, but I'm sure somebody can hook you up with one. Logan, I met. Um, yeah, starts November 14th. I had several people from Kentucky here this weekend. That's pretty cool. Otter cat. So, vet, there's part of me that wants to talk about what me and Otter Cat's conversation was this weekend, but there's part of me that says I definitely shouldn't. But oh well, maybe one day. But we're gonna catch some mink, that's for sure. I haven't had any crappie in a long time, through the gill. I need to get some. It wasn't until a few years ago I realized the difference in taste between under ice fish and summer fish. It really is a big difference, a huge difference. All right, Blakely, you take care of yourself, buddy. We'll catch you later. Oh, vet, I can't even tell you. That was, other than driving 12 hours basically, that was probably the best convention I've been to. And I hate to say that because Iowa's hosted some amazing conventions, but just everything was so smoothly, so many amazing people. And I truly believe that that location is about perfect to hold because you have kind of the trappers from the West, which when I consider West, I mean, maybe the Dakotas, Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Kansas. We got some decent quantity of trappers over here, but the amount in, like, say, New York or Pennsylvania, for one, Kentucky, Tennessee, even, it's almost like the perfect centralized location, in my opinion, and it was awesome. It was just great. Such amazing people. Hey, Justin, thanks for stopping in. Um, I appreciate the support, man. It was a fun demo. So you get the kids to bed and get some sleep, buddy. Take care, man. Huh? That's interesting, Thrill. I like that. Otter cat, you're crying yourself to sleep because you know you have no chance. That's all it is. Yeah, Logan, that's tough, buddy. Just keep your head up. Keep looking stuff up online. Keep learning, and keep going, buddy. You'll be all right. I don't know, Dan. I think it's kind of sealed up now. Uh, Plus, I mean, basically, you got two rookie mink trappers that are going to be competing. You'd probably blow us out of the water. Thanks, Talented Outdoors. I'm not sure if I will be or not. I don't want to give too much information out, but um, it'd be awesome to be able to do some water trapping. Let's just say that. Oh yeah, Dale. Like I was blown away by it. It was an amazing convention. Internet vet. Yeah, there's quite a few PA that I know of. Uh, I got to talk to quite a few of them out there. So thanks, Bill. Ruger. No, surprisingly, we do have our pet that we got right before this. Our pet skunk is getting its rabies shots right now. So yeah, Dan, exactly. Ben, you just go out there and try, buddy. There's nothing better than the first animal you catch of a species. Actually, I'll tell you what, Ben. I'll make you a deal. This will entice you. If you catch your first mink this year, and I want you to try, you send it to Sleepy Creek Tannery, and I will have it pay. I will pay for you to get it tanned. Does that work? You get it tanned. You let me know that you're sending it to Sleepy Creek, and I'll cover the bill on it, buddy. How did I get a skunk? Oh, they just go in my dog proofs, buddy. Oh, okay. No, you're talking how did I get? Um, actually, kind of from a dealer in a way, a breeder. It's got its glands removed. Real friendly to me, but hates my wife, which is kind of funny. So they're pretty cool. Yeah, Ruger, he'll live in fear. Getting ready to wax it all. I got you, Mark. I'd love to. How do you keep it from going bad? Um, you probably don't know how to skin a mink, Ben. But if you throw it in the freezer or have somebody help you skin it, I'll walk you through it. Smells the cat food. No, Austin, you just got to give it a bath about every 3 days is all. Yeah, Dan, exactly. It's already litter box trained, and oh boy, here we go. Somebody help me out here, please. Mods, this is you. Atta boy. Whoever got him. Yeah, Anthony, they're really good, friendly animals. So yeah, Justin ran out of his rollers on the first day, which is pretty awesome. Probably what was even more amazing is watching people come up to me, shake my hand, and say, "Yeah, I have to get one of these rollers or these skinning machines. I saw how well they worked for you," and I'm like, "Yep." So Justin, I'll take that commission whenever it whenever it works out for you. What was it, about 60%, I think? Yeah, Ruger. Yeah, my wife would be pissed to see that on here. Monica, how we doing? It's been a while. Mark's out there working on dirt, and you're in here. That's awesome. Monica. We got the woman in the house is like, not today. Oh, Dale's getting ready to send some orders out. Ottercat. Ottercat, how long did that take you to type it? About 10 minutes ago that we were talking about it? Yeah, Ben, like I said, you catch your first mink, buddy, I will pay to have it tanned, man. Not a problem. It'd be my pleasure. Now, if all of a sudden you come out and you catch 15 mink this year, then we're gonna have a little different issue. I'm just doing one. Time for another drink, fellas. I'll be right back. Woo. Sliding around. Oh, Monica helped with the dirt too. There you go. Sorry, guys. Had to grab a drink. Whoa, vet. Don't go telling too many people that. I'll get in trouble. No, that didn't actually happen, by the way. Craig, yeah, there's a couple videos on it. I have one. Ooh, Craig, are you on Facebook at all? It'd be easiest on his, if you go to his Facebook page at A&J Skinning Machines. He's got one on there. That's probably the best to find it. There's a gentleman that made a really good one on coyotes on there. Yeah, Mark, so that's what she just told us. That's awesome. Yeah, Craig, A&J Skinning Machines on Facebook. If you join the page, I'm sure he'll accept you right away. Show you all the things he's got. He's got some pretty good stuff on there. Dale, thanks for stopping in, buddy. You have a good night, and looking forward to seeing you in about 6 weeks, buddy. Man, I can't even tell you. That convention was so bittersweet to leave. You know, I hate leaving such a good time. So many good people. It was just amazing. But at the same time, I definitely missed being here. Missing the family. Just, it sucks. I mean, there's no way around it. And it was a long drive home. You know, it's funny how when Justin picked me up, we're all excited to get out there. And on the way home, just like everybody's dragging rear. Everybody's tired. It was just frustrating. Right? That's kind of what I thought. Completely different. There you go. Justin posted it right there. A&J Skinning Machines. Answer the questions and he'll let you in. Uncle Buck's Forge, you're at the convention? Did I meet you by chance? Yeah, Mark, it was an amazing time. But I get it, you know. Life gets busy. Gas was high. And I think gas kept a lot of people kind of at bay, which I get it, you know, 100%. But it was cool. It was awesome. Have I ever tanned my fur? I haven't, but I've had it paid to be tanned. Actually, I was sitting here playing with a fox that I got back from Sleepy Creek here last year. A fox that I didn't even know I had tanned, but pretty good. Night, Ben. You have a good night, buddy, and we'll talk to you later. Okay. Well, I won't ask you to ask your real name on here, but because that'd make it easier for me. But it was such a great time, though, talking to so many people. Man, so many people. And the Ohio Association just absolutely hammered everything perfectly. Oh, don't lie, Anthony. You would have had me do it. No, it's kind of cool. I mean, there's even Iowa Trapper people, like Iowa Trapper T-shirts running around. It's kind of neat. Tommy, how we doing? Is everybody staying out of trouble tonight? Whoops, sorry. My bad. Yeah, so in 2023, the NTA will be in Escanaba. 2024, it will be in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I'll pass on that too, Anthony. Vet, I didn't see any really new equipment. Not really. I'm trying to think. If anybody saw me there, I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I was everywhere all the time, never stopping. I bet you I should keep track next year of how much I walk. If I had to guess, I was probably walking 10 to 12 miles a day. Saw every building 10 to 12 times a day, just running around like crazy. Wyatt, yes, like I just talked about. Next year, it's in Escanaba. I don't know the dates yet, but it'll be late July once again. Um, Not 100% sure. Oh, cool, Talented Outdoors. That's awesome, buddy. There you go, Tommy. Definitely, if I were you, I'd get a hotel room quick, for sure. Anthony, I don't think my phone does. If so, I don't know how. Ruger, probably, well, A&J Skidding Machines. They let me kind of mooch off of them and sell a few shirts and hoodies for me. Definitely very thankful for that. But my second, obviously, it'd be pretty close, would be Funky Trap Tags. Alan at Funky's most generous man I know. He's donated literally thousands of dollars to education and trapping for kids. Matter of fact, he got an award at the convention. I can't think of what it is. It was something about being about his generosity. Like, I can't think of what it's called, but basically being a generosity and supporting the NTA. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Dan, I don't know if they'd get that far south, buddy, to be honest with you. Maybe one day, but I haven't heard of many that far south. But yeah, it was such a good time. Yeah, Talent Outdoors, I get it, buddy. I get it. Oh, Uncle Bucks, yes, sir. I remember talking to you now. Okay, yep, 100%. Yeah, and I told you that's going to be perfect timing. That's going to be perfect timing. You retired, we'll get them involved. It's a pleasure meeting you, sir. That was a good time. Yeah, Otter Cat was kind of a that SOB tricked me. Oh, I do I know you? I think I've seen you somewhere before. Yeah, all right. Yes, Monica, National Trapper Association. Austin, I'm using a Airhawk something. Um, it's 1,200 feet per second. 177. Ruger, yeah, I came out ahead on a few things. I didn't need a whole lot. Most of the stuff I need or I'll be getting will probably come at the Iowa Association. Something that I did do, which cost me a lot of money. But I do think I missed one, but I joined every state organization that was there. The Indiana, the Ohio, Louisiana, Florida, was it Tennessee or Kentucky? Every organization that was there, I believe, except for one, I got to and bought a 1-year membership to. Yeah, that racked up a few $100 right there. But it's not just the Iowa I'm going to support. It's going to be everybody out there, every association that we all need to stick together. Logan, how we doing? Actually, why the Lima looked almost exactly to the ground that I trapped. There was not much difference in it at all. Dan's using the Gamma. All right, Anthony. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. You take care of yourself, and we'll catch you later, bud. Oh yeah, Justin, Western Illinois. Boy, I'll tell you what, that's better coon trapping area than I'm at. That's amazing. Nick, my opinion, take that with a grain of salt. And I can't sit here and say I don't hold anything against GFW because I kind of do. but I will not let that influence my opinion on this. He's a businessman, and if you notice the last 3 years, right before trapping season, he's feeling optimistic about trapping and things are doing better. And then he'll cancel all his routes, pick them up at the end of the year, and have an excuse for why there's no money in it. Um, and he's a businessman, and I get that, and he's doing good at it. But beaver prices, from what I heard from different buyers as well, they're stable. They're not going to do any much better than last year. They're stable though. They're not going to go down. Coon, pretty much absolutely not. Coon, you can move coon right now. I do know of a couple buyers that are moving coon internationally, but not at improved values as of right now. Could that change? Yeah, absolutely. But you know, think of it as, I don't know. Put yourself in their position. Hey, we need 100,000 raccoon. Well, they're only trapping 50,000. Well, let's say prices are doing better. That'll get people out there. Hey, it worked. People caught 100,000 coon. Now we can say the money dropped again and buy those 100,000 coon for the same price because they have to sell them. They're not going to sit on them. And there you go. So that's just kind of my take on it. I personally don't. I felt very disrespected through him at one point in my life, and to be honest with you, it really bothered me. Uh, and that's just kind of where I'll leave it. But I hope he does well. Oh, Tommy T, I had some. I had about half of one of these on a 20-hour empty stomach before my demo. So good, Logan, doing some fishing tomorrow. That's awesome. Bill, I'm really working on something. I'd love to get a trapper's calendar together, put all the proceeds to the NTA or the ITA or just some kind of educational or promotion for trapping. Uh, it's going to be in the works. I've got so many things running through my head of ways to improve on what we can do, how we can help. But something's going to happen, I'm sure. Wyatt, that's funny. Bonzo, how we doing? Yeah, Dan, exactly, exactly. Ruger, did I hope I didn't have any nipple pop out on the demo. Did I? That'd be bad. That would be embarrassing. I know I did when I took the picture with Coon Creek and Bill Duke, but I appreciate it, Bill. I really appreciate all your support and really inspiration through all this. Oh, good, Ruger. That makes me feel better. Yeah, Frank, it's tough. The fur market is rough, um, and that's why I've leaned towards going other routes. You can see how sweaty I am. I am hot in here. Our house is 71 degrees and I'm sweating. It's terrible. So hot. Anyway, um, it's going to be a tough year, but I'm lucky enough to be able to part things out pretty well and make some money still. And I encourage you to reach out and find other markets for other parts of these animals. It's there. Oh, Ruger, 100%. Working in a freezer. I am actually, it's probably because I have sleeves on right now is why I'm so damn hot. So frustrating. Ben, yes, the next year's NTA will be in Escanaba, Michigan, the Upper Peninsula. Beautiful country, so I'm told. Uh, should be late July again. I'm not sure on the dates exactly, but um, I'm already making plans to attend, so should be a good time. Should be a really good time. Then the one after that will be in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Austin, I don't care. I am so warm blooded of a person, it's terrible. Absolutely, Dan. You're 100% spot on. Spot on. Well, I won't say I don't have ideas, but that's the thing, right now my mind, as far as thinking ahead, as in the trapping aspect of things, I'm planning for next season and what the possibilities might be. I'm trying to think of how I can contribute more to the NTA as well as the ITA, of what I can do, how I can help more. Um, I really haven't thought of new ideas or inventions for trapping, really. Uh, I did, I won't say I've fallen into like just a straight line. I'm always looking for new things to get the edge, but uh, it, I, how do I say it? I'm no longer just kind of that. I really don't know how to say that. Put this into words, especially without it sounding arrogant. My mind right now is more. I've turned to people are seeing me. How can I help improve and reach out to other people about making trapping better, um, educating more people that don't know about trapping. That's kind of where my brain has leaned towards recently. What else can I do? How can I help? How can I teach people, since people are seeing me, versus my trapping side of creativity, if that makes sense. Um, and that's something that's kind of sad, to be honest with you, because that's how the my 220 Muskrat stretchers came about as a stabilizer. But it's something I need to work on. There's going to be a time where I just need to put stuff aside and focus on me and my line. But right now, it's just how can I help and what can I do, realistically. Bill, it's going to be in Washington, Iowa. Mark, I have not seen a lot of freezers on Craigslist anymore. I've gone to buying new ones just because I have so much issues with used ones lasting a year or two and crapping out on me. Frank, you're spot on with something there. Matter of fact, I'm looking at moving some of them for raccoon myself this year. Ruger, I don't know. It's so weird. As long as I'm moving, though, and working, I'm fine. Ottercat, I did not talk to Liesel. Nope. I heard his demo, though. Somebody spoke up against him, which is a pretty bad deal. They should have got that guy out of there. All right, Logan, you take care. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, Vet, why do you got to be like that? Come on. That's. I knew that was going to get misinterpreted. Jonathan, I won't say, I can't really determine that yet. Um, if my ultimate dream trapping ship were to happen this year, I would miss the first like 5 days of season, which would be terrible to say the least. But it'd be my bucket list trapping adventure ever of my life. So if I do that, it's gonna hurt my opening day coon trapping because I wouldn't get to my line till the second week, pretty much of trapping. So pretty frustrating. Yeah, Justin. Actually, and I don't know if I should be offended by this or not, but they're hosting a kids activity at 9 o'clock on Saturday, which is exactly when my demo starts on Saturday. So I feel kind of offended that it's like they don't want me part of it or something. Yeah, Austin. Yeah, Austin's right, Vet. Save the money for gas, buddy. But I do appreciate it. You're a good man. Ottercat, you were there. Oh, I heard about it. Basically, what Lisa was talking about his line, and someone said, "I do absolutely everything the complete opposite of you," and maybe Ottercat can explain it better once he goes through and does this and types. But that's just no respect at all whatsoever. That's just terrible. Um, the kids area, Justin. Damn it, you had to ask me. Text me tomorrow and remind me. It's one of the directors. I can't think of who he is though. One of the bigger directors in it. One of the well-known names. You'd know it if you heard it. He's the one that makes the signs, the ITA steel things with the ITA logo in it. It's right there too. But I need my phone for this, otherwise I'd look it up. No, it's not him. Kind of shorter, heavier set guy. Oh man, it's right there. It's bothering me. Anyway, I'll look it up later, buddy, and I'll let you know. But yeah, that was probably one of my favorite trapping experience trips I've ever been on, going to that NTA. Long drive, long ways out there, as Justin will agree with me on. But man, it was fun. It was just an amazing time. I'm very thankful to be given the opportunity to do a demo. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd be doing a raccoon demo at the National Trapper Association. It just seems like yesterday that I was at these events writing notes down in a notebook. It was just it's going to sound like schoolgirl stuff, but it was just like my dream come true to be able to help and teach people the stuff that I know, which is very limited compared in the big picture of things, but it was definitely an honor to be asked to do that. Bill, it's still in the works. I haven't actually met with him. I had to postpone it until I worked a few things out, but I'm looking forward to it. That's awesome, Justin. That's awesome. You know, you've already donated so much to the NTA and the ITA. That's pretty awesome, buddy. Oh, Wyatt, I don't dislike anybody. There are a lot of people that have problems with me. Um, some of them because they disapprove of me talking about trapping. Some of them create stuff in their head that make me seem bad. Um, I just want to trap, help promote trapping as best I can. But yeah, I posted this on Facebook today. No matter what you do, you are an enemy. You're going to be an enemy in somebody's story. No matter who you are or what you're doing, you're going to have haters. And I have had plenty of them. Yes, Evans, Justin, I just seen that. Tony Evans, thank you. But you are going to have plenty of haters in life, no matter what you do. And as my channel grows, as people learn my name, which is amazing, as much support and stuff as I have, there are so many people that go against me in the same way. You know, if an example is, you know, say Justin's machine. Say, you know, I help Justin out. He has great machines and I support him. Somebody else with some kind of skinning machine or something could be like, well, that guy's an idiot. I hate him. He'd hate me for supporting somebody else. You know, here's an example for me mentioning that I use cat food for my bait in my demo. I've already heard that I've frustrated at least 3 bait makers that are frustrated that I told people cat food works and you don't have to have a special bait. You're going to have haters. You're going to have people that are upset with you. You're never going to please everybody. And which is a problem for me because I'm a people pleaser. That's my personality. I want everybody to be happy with me. I want to make everybody be happy. I want them to be happy around me. I just like making people happy. So when my name comes up and people are unhappy, it's frustrating for me. But I have to learn to be thicker skinned about it. Me and Justin talked about this once. It popped up this weekend. I walked around the corner once, and there was a group of very top notch people, high in the trapping world, that as soon as they saw me, they just shut up, and you could tell it. Yep. Okay, so there's something here. They do not like me for some reason, but whatever. You just got to move past it. He used everything, do straw to cover traps and didn't bed them, and used hamburger wrappers for bait. Caught plenty of coyotes. That's crazy, Ottercat. How did Liesel respond to that, buddy? Oh, did you actually speak up, Ottercat? You said something? Ruger, no. That'd been embarrassing. There you go, Frank. And that's the thing. Whatever works for you, just stick with it. I even said that in my demo. I think it might be you might have heard that. I think that was recorded. That might have been part of the part that didn't make it. But I told people, if you've got something that works for you, stick with it. Do not change anything. If it works for you, stick with it. Bottom line. Confidence in your equipment is everything. Everything. Yeah, Eli, and that's we talked about it there at the NTA. If you walked around and gave everybody $100 bill, somebody's gonna complain. Everybody in the world you give $100 bill to, and somebody's gonna complain. It's just human nature anymore. Someone's got to be a bad guy. And there you go, Town Outdoors. That's something that works for you, and that's awesome, man. Don't change it for the world ever. That's what Liesel did. He looked at him and asked if anybody had any questions. That's awesome. Exactly, Mark. And I feel like my message and my style of trapping was well interpreted, and I really hope that at the demo, some of these people that watched it, if they can take any slight bit or piece of that and modify it to fit them, it's a huge success. I'm thrilled. That makes my entire weekend worth it. Good. I was hoping that was in there, Bill. That little boy asking me all those questions was pretty cute. Um, and another person that I should mention this. If you guys get a chance, go over and support Trapping Squad. I'm not sure how old this girl was. I say 12 to 14, but her and her dad have a trapping channel. If someone wants to share that in the link over here, Trapping Squad. This girl came up to me after my demo and told me about her channel a little bit. I was pretty nervous about it because she gave me her card, and I was really excited to look this up. She had a little business card printed up. It was just cuter than heck. And I was like, I'm going to look this up when I get back to the hotel room tonight. Well, somehow I lost her card. And we spent a solid 20 minutes at Justin's booth trying to figure out what this girl's name was, what her channel was, until finally one of the guys I was talking to knew who it was. We found it, and I was able to reach out to her channel today. Pretty awesome, pretty awesome. Her and her dad caught a bunch of beaver this year, and there's a bunch of other videos on there I haven't seen yet, so looking forward to catching up and seeing what she had. Otter cat. Yeah. I'm sure you'd be one to find out, though. Oh, thanks, Dan. Thanks for sharing that. Check that out, guys. This young lady has a great channel, and we need to support our youth. And our youth is online. That's where it's at. So she's very passionate about trapping. That's pretty obvious. It was a good time. There you go, talented. There you go. Oh, Man, it was so fun. I could not tell you how fun this weekend was. I feel bad for Justin. He's running the booth, kind of helping me sell shirts and stuff, and I'm just running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I felt pretty bad, but he's the man. Heck, he sold all his rollers the very first day. He was sold out. Um, it's cool. It's so amazing. Yeah, Justin. I was saying we were talking about that on the way home. Like it was so fun, but as that drive got longer and longer on the way home, it got longer and longer, made it less fun. All right, Mark, you take care of yourself, buddy. I'll be in touch with you, man. Take care. It was just, I can't tell you how much fun I had. It was just amazing. Justin, yeah. Well, I was working on some deals, trying to help some people out. The two demos I had, trying to be prepared for them, and it was crazy. Like I said, the adults demo I was most nervous about was the easiest one. The kids demo, that was tough. Um, because you got young beginning trappers that have never seen a trap, and then you got some kids that caught 20 coon and dog proofs last year and want to know a little bit more. So trying not to bore them with the bare basics and trying to share the bare basics with them without losing them on some of the advanced stuff, that was tough. I might actually reach out to Kent, the Kids Cave director, who did an awesome job. The actual demo area is built by kids too, which is a side note, but that was amazing. You had 12 to 16-year-old kids build a demo area, and they even went to the extent to put what looked like coyote fur on barbed wire under their fence crossing. I wouldn't even have thought of that. That was amazing. Oh, Town Outdoors, it was absolutely amazing. And honestly, from what I've understood, is Escanaba, which is next year, and Lima, which is where it just was, are two of the best locations that they've ever had for a trapping convention. So pretty amazing. Yeah, Ottercat. I ran an Arkansas trapper too. Great man, big man. Man, that boy, he could fold me up into a pretzel. I mean, that guy's stout, but great to see him too. He had a nice little drive, but it's good to put faces with these names. Exactly, Bill. Exactly. It's so cool to have these kids doing channels. Fish and Triggers was on here earlier. I met him. I can't remember if he was 12 or 14, but the kid had more drive and ambition to be outdoors than anybody I've ever seen in my life. He eats, sleeps, and breathes the outdoors. And it's just, I'll use the term my wife says, it made my heart happy. Seeing that there's still kids that love the outdoors, are passionate about just being outside. That made everything for me. You're right, Ruger. You're 100% right. I see that all the time. And the trapping world's no different. Uh, One thing I've seen, especially in the trapping world, which I think in about the hunting world as well, as soon as the newest thing comes out and somebody says something good about it, they change everything they do and buy that product. Um, Here's an example: would be like, say a new trap came out. Okay, so say you've caught hundreds of coyotes in the past in Bridger number two coil springs. All of a sudden the MB 550 came out and it's supposed to be the cat's meow. You sell all your stuff and buy that because that's better. Your old stuff worked just fine, but you had to have the new and the best. And I think that's a big mistake for a lot of people. And I've been there. I've thought, I don't have the money to fully invest, change everything I do, but some of those people that do have the money, they just change everything, even though they've had success with what they've got. And that's hard for me to swallow, but it's just one of those things. Exactly, Wyatt. Exactly. Eli, I'm saving most of that for the Iowa convention, but I did buy a few more traps, but not many. Talented Outdoors, if you make it to Escanaba, bud, you look me up. I'd be pleasured to meet you, bud. I was honored by meeting a lot of people from my YouTube channel this year. I would say I bet I met probably 40 people that came up and saw me on YouTube, and I shook their hand, and they told me how I helped them in some way. And I'll tell you what, I was so honored to know that what I'm doing is helping people. Like, I can't even tell you how much that makes me happy knowing that my videos and what I'm doing has either inspired or given ideas to other trappers. Like that, I never thought I'd be to that point. But it makes me so happy. Like, I can't even explain it, guys. I've learned so much from the trapping community, and they've been so good to me. And now I'm finally able to share back, and it's a dream come true. Like I said earlier, this is just, if my channel never grew any further, and I had the support that I do, and I'm helping the people that I am, my entire everything I do in the trapping world is a success. I if it ended right now tomorrow, I would be happy with where I'm at. Oh, cool, Dan. That's awesome. Well, that's good, Bill. She had 328 subscribers when I subscribed to her earlier, so we got her a couple more. Ruger, that was um, speed dip. I'm not a huge fan of speed dip. Tommy, you're 100% right. Keep it simple, stupid. Yep. I don't even know what trapper says that, but I've heard that many times in the past. That's exactly what it was. Uh, there you go. Dan just posted it, Vet. Trapping Squad. This young lady and her dad, from what I gather from the couple videos I watched, it's her and her dad go out trapping. It's amazing. And it was so cool. We've got Charlie. I don't know if her dad's still in here or not. I can't think of their last name. This young lady makes her own lures and everything. It was very impressive. Uh, I don't think she has a YouTube channel, but I've seen her on Facebook. Well, her parents posted pictures of her on Facebook. Just amazing young lady that she knew more about lure making than I did by far. I mean, this girl's just, she's gonna go places with it. And I don't use lure trapping. Obviously, I'm all cat food, but she had a $7 bottle of lure there. I gave her $10 for, and I'm gonna try it this year. I am. I can't not support. I can't think, was she 14? There's a lot of 12 or 14-year-old people that I met this weekend, but it's like, I gotta try it. How can I not support that? That's amazing. William, I like the Dukes, the pull only. Well, okay, Gary Blair. But yeah, that's Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. That's 100% spot on. But I am very thankful for Justin to tolerate me this weekend. I know I can be a bit much sometimes, but uh, they're very, what's the word I'm looking for? Not hostile, hospitable. They're very opening to let me come in and spend the weekend with them. Him and his wife Veronica both crashed at their camper quite a bit. Veronica cooked the best, the absolute best brisket I've probably ever had in my life. It was amazing. What is this driving Miss Daisy? I don't understand this driving Miss Daisy. Oh, you say that, Justin, but you're not here tomorrow. No, it was fun. I mean, it was a long drive, and it gets exhausting, but it was so fun. Ruger, obviously I haven't. I don't know what that is. Ottercat, you're 100% spot on, buddy. I don't know how. Same way I don't know how your saint of a wife deals with you. I've seen Dukes of Hazzard. I don't know. Well, I've seen the new one. I guess I haven't seen the old school one. All right, bear with me, guys. Another drain the main vein. No, Tommy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Justin. Uh, it was different in the daylight for sure. For sure. Oh, town outdoors. And that's the thing. Like, so we left Monday night at 11, and all three of us got up Monday at kind of our normal time. I slept in a little bit. I didn't get up till like 8, but we're up, left at 11. We got to Lima at right around noon. So just getting to Lima at noon, we were up for 28 hours, give or take. We tried to nap in the back of the truck, but I don't really think that amounted to much for any three of us. And then we didn't. I think Justin and Veronica went to bed at like 7:30 that night. My dumbass stayed up and did a live Tuesday night. I was up for like 34 hours straight. I was pretty shot. And then just to get back up at 6:30 the next morning, we got home. I got to bed this morning probably about 1, and I slept till 10 o'clock today. I was just exhausted. And tomorrow, to be honest with you, I'll probably do the same damn thing since I don't have to work till Tuesday. But it was such a good time. But at the same time, I'm so happy to be back with my family. After all, without them, everything I do would not be possible, period. So it's just, I was supposed to work today, but I decided screw it. It just wasn't in the cards. Let's just say that. So I stayed home with them and just had a good day. Hey, thanks, Bill. Ruger, man, you're on top of it tonight. Wow. Love chat is on like all over this. It's been a while since we had some good spam, so that's entertaining. Yeah, Justin, I felt bad because you had another 2-hour drive after you dropped me off. I'm glad to see the smoker survived. When I drove, I'm pretty sure I kind of got the smoker and the trailer upside down, which I feel bad about. It's just I'm not extremely used to driving a trailer and the braking distance, and we hit some good bumps. That some of these side roads that we got taken on was pretty rough. But man, what a trip! That I hate to say it because I'm from Iowa, but the Ohio Association, that was probably the best convention I've ever been to. It was just amazing. Austin, you're 100% right. 100% right. Vet, it was right at, I want to say, an 11-hour drive. So for the time change, it took us 12 hours to get out there, but 10 hours according to the clock to get back. Really, Justin, good. That makes me happy. I was about ready to say, whatever whatever you owed me was going to be settled by just buying your wife a new smoker. So, Dylan, how we doing? Not 100% sure. I will say I'm gonna be up there close to 1,000 if I don't go for 1,000. All depends if I do my trapping adventure, my bucket list trapping dream. But it would have to happen during our season, which would be put a big hurt on my coon number. Once I know if that's not gonna happen, then oh yeah, we're gonna shoot for 1,000 again for sure this year. Which doesn't hold a candle to the trappers in Iowa by any means, because there's so many, and that's the other thing I want to talk about. I had so many people come up to me and tell me, "Man, that's just unbelievable. We caught 1,000 coons. That's just amazing." No, that's our population is 90% of that. The big trappers in Iowa, the guys that are hitting 2,000 to 3,000 to almost 4,000 a year when the market's there, those are the guys that it's just unbelievable. Like, I don't hold a candle to them. It's phenomenal what they can do. I can't tell you, Tommy T. It might just be a surprise for you guys if it does happen. Yeah, I was thinking that, Justin. I almost thought when we left, maybe we should just put it on its side to begin with. I was like, yeah, the pellets will spill out probably, but I should have said it anyway. Ruger, I'm gonna go after some coyotes, but it's gonna be on my road line. I learned a lot last year because, like I even said in my demo that I did, I'm always learning. I'm always trying to improve, just like everybody else. And I'm gonna catch coyotes, but private ground for me is almost impossible. So it's all gonna be in the road ditches. There you go, Dan. That's a hell of a goal, buddy. That's awesome. Jonathan, I don't want to say it because it might not happen, but if it does, if I know more solid that it's going to happen, then I'll talk about it. But I don't want to get people's hopes up, especially my own, if it's not possible. But it would be the most amazing thing in the world. Between doing a demo at the NTA and if I was able to have this trapping dream of mine, my bucket list, 2022 in the outdoor world would be my best year of my life. It'd be pretty amazing. Dylan, what kind of area are you in, bud? Are you in crop area, timber area? What do you got? Okay, Ottercat, you just keep your mouth shut, buddy. There you go, Frank. There you go. Everyone's goal is different, guys, and there's nothing wrong with any of them. I set a goal for 1,000 raccoons, and it took me, I think it was 5 years to hit it, and I never quit that goal. I kept pushing, and I kept pushing until I hit it. So here's what's funny. That first year I made a goal of 1,000. I caught like 200 coon. Okay, and I was saying to myself, man, 1,000 coon. How's that even? I can't even fathom that. I can't even believe that's possible. And now here I am with a couple years over 1,000, one just shy of it, and And I think to myself, those trappers that catch 3,000 coon a year, man, I can't even fathom that. But it's possible. I couldn't fathom 1,000, but I've done it. 3,000, I still can't fathom, but it's possible. Is it possible of me? Probably not. Not with a wife and kids and a stable job. I'm not trapping for a living, so it'd be tough. But it did open my eyes to the possibility, and that's what I want you guys to learn from my channel, is the possibility of what you want is very possible, no matter what. Ruger, I cannot get on any private ground for coyotes. Not really. Wow, Talented Outdoors. That's awesome. That's a good year, buddy. That's a very good year. Internet vet, yeah, and the mink dink. Yeah, me and AutoCAD had a conversation about that. Basically, he admitted his defeat, and he said, "You can just pay me right now." So that was pretty cool. I was pretty thankful for that. Man, Ruger, that's. But don't give up. I mean, I used to think that I'm like, man, there's no way it's possible, but it is, and that's I think what people struggle with the most is the mental game. It's the exact same when people tell you or you think you can't do something. For example, when I hit 1,000 coon, people say, you can't do that. It's not going to happen. It's the same mentality of why we're scared of bees, because we're told to be scared of bees. Ooh, bees will sting you. Bees will sting you. If you ever look, someone that's never been stung by a bee, as soon as they see one, they flinch and move around. You've never been stung. You don't know what it's like. Why are you scared of it? Because you're told to. Because we create our own obstacles in our life. 1,000 coon, that can't be done. 500 coyotes, there's no way. I talked to this weekend a very, very knowledgeable coyote trapper. Caught over 500 coyotes this year. He's younger than me, and not many people know about him. But that is huge to me. Like, I can't even fathom that. But I can't fathom that. But it's been done, and he did it, and that's what I'm talking about, guys. Jonathan, my best advice is put out feelers. When I'm talking about feelers, get on Facebook, um, things like that. Reach out to anybody you can think of. Your fur buyer might know some stuff. There's plenty of stuff out there. Oh, Talented Outdoors, you have no idea, man. That I get. I take that back. What I meant was, like, I agree 100%. That's just that's amazing when you can walk past your truck and you get all those tails sticking off the back. It's the coolest feeling in the world. Dan, I talked about that in my demo. You've got the big three, but there's also a fourth one. There's four things that stop people. Very understanding wife, which I have. You've got to have the equipment to handle stuff. That's traps, that's a fur shed, that's freezers, things like that. You've got to do your homework, your prep, your trap prep, your scouting, your homework. Be prepared for it. And then you got to have that drive, like you just said. How hard do you want to push? How hard do you want to push yourself to the end? And OtterCat, and honestly, population, I feel like falls under the how hard do you want to push yourself. You might not have the biggest population there, but 5 hours away, maybe the population's better. How hard do you want to push yourself? How far do you want to drive? How hard is it for you to reach that populated area? And that's kind of what I feel like it's under. Oh, Vet, he knows how many I caught. Yeah, pretty embarrassing. But no, it was awesome just to, and that's the thing. I got to sit there and kind of pick his brain, as well as a couple other guys that were at our, well, not mine. It's not my cookout, but when Veronica cooked um, that brisket, it's fun listening to the guys talk. Like, how they do things so differently than me. That guy that caught over 500, He was kind of in the western states, in the southern states, and it's pretty amazing. But uh, I'm always learning all species, even raccoons. I'm always ears. Frank, exactly. Michael Grant, how we doing, bud? Yes, Justin, it is actually. Now that I know his name for sure, so. Oh man, and Talented Outdoors, it's no joke. Like sitting here listening to these people talk about stuff that are literally 100 times more knowledgeable on the subject than me. It's just I really need to start carrying like almost like on one of those retractable cords, pull out a notebook and a pen, just to. I mean, it's amazing. Yeah, Jonathan. I actually do have window decals available. Um, just I don't know what they are, about yay big. Basically, it's the back of my shirt, the Iowa Trapper Find Your Drive. Yeah, Dennis, exactly. It is huge numbers. Oh shit, bet. You had to go there, bet. You had to go there. And there's nothing wrong with that, Wyatt. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Stick with it and keep going, buddy. Don't ever give up. Justin, we'll talk to you later, buddy. Thanks for everything you did for me this weekend. It's really, really appreciated. You and your wife are great people, and I had a lot of fun this weekend, so thank you. Austin posted a YouTube video that I'm not gonna be able to look at because I'll lose my ability to go live. So, but man, this was just. I'm so thankful that state and national organizations are starting to see the importance of getting our kids into the sport. It's just, it's amazing. It is. There were so many kids there this weekend going through the kids' cave, learning so much stuff. It's just amazing. Was there anyone still in here that went to the NTA this year? Yeah, Talented Outdoors, and that's the thing. Like, and don't get me wrong, there are people on YouTube that give the wrong impression or might give bad advice for different things all across everything, not just trapping or hunting, but just bicycling, everything. Um, but there's so much good things on YouTube for people to learn, and that's where our kids are at, and that's kind of why I'm here. Um, there's so much to learn from so many different people. It's just unbelievable anymore. There's so much going on. Jonathan, that's a very good question. That's something I wish someone would ask that in my demo. So I don't know if you guys remember this, and please say something if you do. Almost every day on my trap line, you saw my first set. I had a raccoon almost by my truck tire, and the second raccoon I'd catch would be going up a hill, kind of by a sign. Where that goes uphill to a sign, it's all corn this year. There's already a beaten down path 4 inches wide right up through it already. But I really won't start looking at things until mid to late September. But once we get a frost and the grass quits growing, because as long as the grass is growing, when a raccoon goes over it, it's just going to pop back up and pop back up. But once we get a frost, that grass dies, a raccoon goes over it, and it stays down because it's done growing. And once we get a frost, in 3 days, those trails will be so defined. And they'll keep getting better and better and better until season starts for us in November. What's crickets, Ruger? Where's the crickets? There you go, Michael Grant. There you go, buddy. Vet, to be honest with you, I did not watch another demo at all. Other than bits and pieces from a few of them. There was a guy that was right after me, Doug. I can't think of his name now. He had a muskrat demo, and I was really wanting to watch it. But right after my demo, I got hammered with a bunch of questions and people asking me things. I didn't get to catch it. But I did talk to Doug beforehand, and after that, phenomenal mink trapper from Ohio. I love to sit down and pick his brain a little bit more, but I just never got the chance to, and I never did see him on Saturday. So, just a great guy though, great person in general. Wyatt, you went? Did I see you? I hope I did. Dan, and that's what I struggle with the most. You know, the people that were trapping hard in the 70s and early 80s that, in my opinion, were the top trappers of any generation in the US. A lot of these people are taking these secrets or their ideas to the grave with them. And it is frustrating because there's so much knowledge there. And at a certain point, you have to realize you're not trapping for survival anymore. You're not pushing yourself and being secretive about everything. Share what you know with the neighbor kid or your grandson or an employee's grandson, whatever it is. But you're 100% right, Dan, and it's just sad to see. Why are there crickets, Austin? There you go, talented. There you go. And they will. They'll start to pop now, but until you get frost is when they really, really pop. I am using, Jonathan, a Garmin E-Trek. It's the original one that you can't buy anymore, only like refabbed on Amazon. Oh yeah, Michael. And that's the thing, you got to follow that crop rotation for sure. Wyatt, man, I'm sorry I missed you, buddy. You should have stopped me no matter what. I love to talk to people. I love to hear stories. I wish you would have stopped and said something, buddy. I'm sorry I missed you, man. Oh, that's crazy, Otter. That's just crazy. The wooden stretchers, Wyatt? The wooden ones? I bought a few muskrat stretchers off of him myself. Oh man. I'm already looking forward to next year. I think we're gonna take the whole family up to Escanaba. Kind of what I'm leaning towards now. Oh, I'm sure you have, Michael. And that corn here, it's milking right now, so it's definitely drawing the coon right now. Yes, Dan, exactly. The simple E-Trex, two buttons on each side, an up and down, a page, power. I don't even know what the other one is, to be honest with you. But I'm excited for this, guys. This is going to be a great year. Oh, cool, Wyatt. I seen they had it the whole thing for sale. Um, for the price he's wanting was pretty high for my blood, but it was pretty cool. Ruben, how we doing, buddy? Long time no see. Oh yeah, Talented Outdoors for sure. That's our crop damage right now is terrible. So what a raccoon's doing is climbing the stalk until it breaks, and then he comes down with and just pulls the corn cob right off the stalk on the ground. Mahler, how we doing, buddy? Long time no see, my friend. That would be awesome, Mahler. That would be awesome. I got your poles still sitting in my yard right now, but they'll be in the shop tomorrow. So, Ruben just got back from fishing. I bet this demo master stuff's got to stop. But I am very thankful that people learn something from my demo. It really does make me feel good knowing that somebody got something out of it. When I had people come up to me and say, "Man, I never thought of that muskrat stretcher. It works. It works great." Um, I've only had one person not like them, who I know is in the chat now. But uh, other than that, it's awesome. Oh, no problem, Mahler. No problem at all, buddy. Uh, Glad I could help you out. That's what I'm trying to do, guys. Just help anybody out I can. Oh, Wyatt, for sure. A lot of here around here, people blame the deer, which deer do a lot of damage. But in my opinion, I would blame the raccoon for probably 60 to 70% of it. It's crazy. You know what? That's kind of my thing that I'm probably most proud of as far as trapline creations, things I've done that came to me myself. I've had several people tell me, "Well, I've been doing that for years." Maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but nobody taught me. So I'm gonna say I claimed it. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. Oh yeah, for sure, Ruger, for sure. But no, those muskrat stretchers are just, in my opinion, the cat's meow. Uh, I can learn so much from them. If I have refusals, I know about it because it shows me and it teaches me things of what I need to do different. I need to raise that trap. I need to lower that trap. I need to blend that trap in better. Things such as that. So really, really good trap. Really good equipment and that anchoring system off to the side. Just phenomenal for me. Uh, I just it's so hard to beat it. And now that Funky's is carrying them, you can buy that muskrat stretcher without buying muskrat stretchers is awesome. He's charging is $24 a dozen for a great stabilizer system. That's pretty good in my eyes. So Talented Outdoors. Yeah, I get it, buddy. And that's the thing, Dan. I don't understand. So if you got the trap open, the stabilizer in between, and it snaps shut, and sometimes they'll pull the trap off of the stand. Sometimes the stand stays there, but 90% of the time the stand is on them when they flop to the bottom. But I can't figure out, like, there has to be a gap when the trap shuts between their head and the end of the trap, and it has to work perfectly. But it's just crazy. It's just weird. Thanks, Vet. That means a lot, buddy. And that's the thing, like, I've had several people tell me, well, I don't want to share everything I know. I don't want to share this or that. I'm an open book. There's nothing that I'm holding back in my videos. There's nothing that, oh, I don't want people to know that. Other than sharing my exact location with people, I share everything that I know and I learn on my channel. There's nothing that I'm hiding, and I have no reason to hide it. Exactly. Yeah, Jonathan, I bet. Yeah, that scared me too, bud. Off the hook. How we doing, buddy? Um, I got to join your live for a little bit earlier. Sorry I couldn't stay long, but had some other stuff going on. No, Wyatt. So when I came up with that Muskrat Stabilizer, I was out working my shop. I was tagging a bunch of my 220s, and I had a muskrat stretcher for some reason. It was like laying over my conibears, and it was one of the old school ones that just had the hooks on the bottom. It wasn't actually attached, and I grabbed my 220 and it came unhooked and sprung open, and I moved it, and then I grabbed my 220, and I just kind of like, I don't know, just something snapped. Like, I wonder. And I tried, I think it was like a half dozen the first year, and I loved it. So then the next year I made a whole bunch of them, and I've been using it ever since. And that's been, shit, I'll be pushing 10 years now. I wish I had some, Ruger, but I just don't. Yeah, exactly, Ruben. Exactly. I should, Michael. If I had good filming camera, as far as like night vision stuff, I definitely would. I definitely would. Can't believe season's gonna be here, and we're 3 months out now. That's just crazy. That is crazy. We're under 100 days still trapping season. Makes me nervous. Got a lot going on. Got a lot going on. What a convention, though, guys. Man, that was fun. Good, Ruben. I hope you do, buddy. You have to share with us what you get, what comes out of it. No wonder that makes such like pretty rough to a coat. I mean, look at that. Man, that's pretty. Brings out my eyes, doesn't it? Oh, for sure, talented, for sure. Ottercat, coyote, yeah, coyotes. People think of them only eating meat, um, but they're very much they'll eat berries and anything else they get their hands on. So, oh, I bet. What? I bet 100%. Yeah, Ruger brings out my eyes, buddy. Matches the beard. Yeah, I told you. Internet vet. No comment. No comment. Ruben, get some videos out here, man. Share with people. Share what you know. Learn from people. That's what it's all about. Michael, I wouldn't get anything this month. I would wait and drive to Washington next month. Um, Washington at the Trapper Convention. That place could benefit you a lot. 100%. Exactly, Mahler. Coyotes are opportunists. They don't just need meat. They're gonna eat anything they can. Yeah, but if it was to work out, it's that is my bucket list dream for the last 20 years of my life would be to do this. So, but there's about 10 things that have to fall into place for it to work. So, we'll see. We'll see. It'd be hard this year because if I was able to do it, I would be going about 3 weeks without seeing my family because if I did that for, say, a week, as soon as I'd be getting back, my wife and son would be gone for 2 weeks, and it'd be pretty rough. Oh, shoot. Movement, yeah, it's hard, especially without like a GoPro or something. When it comes to the filming aspect, I struggle a lot with it. There's a lot of stuff I got to learn yet, but at the same time, I kind of like keeping my stuff pretty raw, pretty down to earth. You're seeing what I'm seeing. If I catch a raccoon, awesome, you're seeing it. If I miss a raccoon, guess what, you're seeing it. Hey, I thought I'm gonna catch a raccoon here for sure. Nope, never mind, I was wrong. It's part of life. Jonathan, it is the weekend after Labor Day. I'm not sure when Labor Day is this year, but whenever Labor Day Monday is, it's the weekend after that, Friday and Saturday. So, but anyway, guys, it's about 11:20. We're gonna start wrapping it up. What a convention, guys! This was amazing. This lit the drive under me to get ready for next season. I'm so thankful to be part of this. Wyatt, not much. Like Sunday, people were packing up and leaving. I'm not sure what goes on after. Uh, Prior to this, there's gonna be a lot of people camping at the ITA getting ready for it. Wouldn't surprise me, Cat. Wouldn't surprise me one bit, buddy. Ruger, it is southeast Iowa. About 2.5 hours from me. If Labor Day is the 5th of September, it would be Tuesday 6th, Wednesday 7th, Thursday the 8th. So it would be the 9th and 10th of September would be the Iowa Trapper Association convention. Uh, yeah, I haven't heard much about it yet. I know the ITA is still working on a new web page to share it, but 9th and 10th is probably when it's going to be. Thanks, Vet. I really appreciate your support, buddy. Uh, I'm really honored to do what I did this weekend. It was definitely a dream come true. Um, Thanks again for your support, buddy. Uh, Enjoy the merch, as they call it. You take care, buddy, and I'll catch you later. Ruger, you need to swing by, buddy. Love to meet you, man. All right, Jonathan, I'm headed that way too. Uh, nice seeing you in here, buddy. Why, I appreciate the support, man. It's been good. It was fun, and trapping season around the corner, and I'm looking forward to it. I definitely will, Ottercat. You tell the missus hi for me, and I'm going to head towards bed here pretty soon. It's been a long weekend. Been a long weekend. Oh, shoot, Ruben. That's too bad. Yeah, you get a chance. Washington, Iowa, southeast corner. I'm not sure exactly where, but down there somewhere. So you guys all take care. I am so thankful for this weekend. I cannot even tell you guys how much so. It's literally a dream come true to be doing a demo on the national level at the NTA convention. Like, I can't even express to you how thankful I am. It's a dream come true. It's just, I'm glad I'm able to actually give back to the people that helped me so much. It was a real honor. It really, really was. Thanks, Talent Outdoors. I really appreciate it. Michael, you take care, buddy. Any other last minute questions or anything before we get off here? About ready to finish my last drink. Probably head to bed here pretty soon. It's just 11:30. Anybody else? Anyone that's lurking in the silence that never says anything? Speak up. I've learned there's a lot of people that just watch and don't say anything. Speak out. I want to talk to you. It's great. I love meeting new people, and I met a lot of them this last weekend. G Trapper, you came in earlier and you disappeared on us. But thanks for hanging in here, buddy. I appreciate it. Ruben, I was nervous about it. And I probably shouldn't have been as much as I was, but I was nervous. You know, it's a new thing for me. But once I got talking trapping, it worked out perfect. It was amazing. It was such an honor to be asked. I still can't even believe it, to be honest with you. I keep watching my own video. I keep watching it because I can't believe that actually happened. And it might sound silly to some, like, oh, just talking about trapping, but I'm so passionate about it to be asked to do something like that. It's just amazing. Just amazing. So anyway, guys, we're out of here. It's pretty late. I'm going to head towards bed, but if you guys never been to an NTA convention next year, Lima, Ohio, Lima, Ohio is this year. Escanaba, Michigan, you need to be there. Amazing, amazing opportunity. So, y'all take care, and we're out of here. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you soon. 3 months from trapping season. Time to start getting shit ready.